Good morning, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about the plight, the struggles that are occurring for fast food businesses. Whether that's, your drive-through fast food, or even what I would consider the bougier slop like Chipotle. We're gonna do a series of videos on this because I find it fascinating. On what's causing these businesses to struggle, and B, how the leadership of these businesses are responding to what's going on. Today, I want to talk about Wendy's. I'll be honest, I think it had been a while, like maybe a few years since I had a Wendy's until about maybe 3 weeks ago. I was hanging out with one of my younger brothers and I stopped at Wendy's. I was busy. I was doing a lot of stuff. Uh, so I figured I'd just grab something quick. I regretted it later, like I usually do when it comes to fast food, but I ordered the 5-piece nuggets. There was once a time those things were cheap. I remember you could get the 5-piece nuggets for at least $1. I want to say it was $1. Hope I'm not gaslighting my memory. But no, you could get the 5-piece nuggets there. You could get the junior bacon cheeseburger for $1 and then order like a small drink. None of that's $1 anymore. And it threw off my digestive. Fun stuff. But let's get to it. I have this article from Money Watch. Wendy's to close hundreds of United States stores as low-income consumers are cutting back. I will read parts of the article, but just to give you the synopsis of what's going on, food costs are through the roof. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you've witnessed it. I'm sure you're experiencing it. Everything's gone up. Everything. And for me, here's the problem. It's one thing for high quality to go up. Because let's be honest, if it was high quality, it was probably a little more expensive to begin with, but you buy it because you like the quality. The whole premise of fast food was its affordability. That was the main draw. You know it's not the best burger ever. You know it's not the best sandwich you could get. But for the money, I'll get it. When I was in college, I wasn't buying things because it was top quality. I was buying it because A, I was hungry. B, for the small amount of funds I had as a broke college student, there it was. And it fed me. But now, the quality is still down here, but now you're asking for more money. What's the draw? What's the point of me coming to your restaurant? Doesn't make sense. Not to mention shrinkflation. Everyone's burgers have shrunk. Every single one. The last time I got a Wendy's burger, I want to say maybe it's been about 2 years. It was so small. It was like maybe like that. Not even kidding you. A couple bites. It's gone. What just happened? Shrinkflation is a thing, but that's another video for another time. Let's get into this article. On an investor call, Ken Cook, Wendy's interim CEO, he didn't disclose the exact amount of locations they're closing, but people are saying approximately 300 stores, which is about 5% of all of their United States stores. Wendy's said the closures will start in the fourth quarter of this year, 2025, closing underperforming locations, which should improve traffic and profitability at remaining restaurants. These chains, Wendy's and other fast food chains have been struggling to lift sales as lower income consumers feel increasingly squeezed by rising food costs. Both Wendy's and McDonald's have introduced value meals to entice diners, but Cook said he doesn't expect the financial strain on these households to ease soon. Quote, "We do see more pressure on the lower income consumer. We continue to see that in the third quarter, and we expect that to continue into the fourth." The article goes on, but that's basically the gist of the article. These restaurants, they are noticing that the main draw, the main target consumer is no longer coming in droves, which is lower income people. You know, lower income, I'd have to see if I can find the data. I'm not sure. If I can find the information, I'll do another video showing the numbers, but I would venture to guess the majority of low income consumers are not going to Shake Shack or what's the other one? Man, I am blanking. Five Guys. Five Guys is way too expensive, even for myself. Plus, my husband hates Five Guys. They messed up his order extremely bad one time. But anyway, low-income consumers aren't going to Five Guys or a Shake Shack. They want a deal. So Burger King, Wendy's, Rallies / Checkers, that kind of thing. But now you're closing it off to them. And that's a problem. And the CEO is right. I don't see the affordability issue fixing itself anytime soon. The vid years, if you catch my drift, really put a hurt on the supply chain of everything, including food. I think in some ways, the supply chain is still messed up. It never caught back up to what it once was pre-2020. The cost of beef, it's high. And I don't see that coming down anytime soon. Despite some current things that are going on, I just saw an article that President Trump is taking off some tariffs on beef and coffee. But to be honest with you, I don't think that's going to drastically change the price of beef. But that'll be for another video. But there's so many factors, and I just don't see this getting any better. And quite frankly, the food wasn't good. I mean, you let me know. Do you still eat Wendy's? Do you like it? Better question. Do you like it for the current price that they're charging? Let me know. Peace out, y'all.